Did you know that moving to a new country can turn from a dream into a nightmare? Imagine trading your daily routine for vibrant new surroundings, only to discover that reality isn't as inviting as you thought. Whether it's unexpected costs, cultural challenges, or safety concerns, expats often face hidden obstacles that can derail their plans. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 countries that, despite their appeal, could just ruin your future. And make sure to stick around because we have a surprising bonus fact at the end you won't want to miss. Number 1. Brazil. Brazil is famous for its carnival, beaches, and rich culture, and it's easy to be enchanted by its vibrant lifestyle. But behind the samba beats and sunny coastlines, expats can find themselves unprepared for the everyday realities here. One of the biggest issues reported by many news outlets is crime, especially in major cities like Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. The crime rate, which includes everything from pickpocketing to more serious offenses, leaves many expats feeling constantly on edge. And this sense of unease can drain the excitement right out of a new adventure. If you're looking for work in Brazil, prepare for some challenges. Jobs for non-Portuguese speakers are limited, and the economy can be unpredictable. Even basic processes like securing a visa or setting up a bank account can feel endless. Brazil's famous bureaucracy makes things slower than you might expect, testing your patience at every step. While it's true Brazil's landscapes are stunning, the high humidity, heavy rain, and even the risk of natural disasters can catch newcomers by surprise. All in all, this paradise has a few too many pitfalls for many expats. 2. France. France, with its charm, culture, and cuisine, is often seen as a dream destination, but for many expats, it doesn't always live up to the idyllic image. Language barriers are one of the first challenges noted by Expat.com. Even knowing a bit of French might not be enough to navigate daily life or complete basic tasks. And then there's the bureaucracy. Opening a bank account or handling utilities often requires an intimidating stack of paperwork. Social integration can also be a struggle. French communities are sometimes reserved, making it hard for newcomers to feel accepted or to form close friendships. The cost of living in places like Paris is another shock. High rents, utilities, and even groceries can make it feel like you're constantly fighting to keep up. Expats who expect to live a laid-back European lifestyle may quickly realize that France demands more than they anticipated. 3. United States. The American dream still appeals to many, but living in the United States presents challenges that are easy to overlook. Healthcare, for instance, can be a financial burden. Unlike many countries with universal healthcare, MIT Health noted that a simple visit to the doctor or a hospital stay can come with massive bills if you don't have strong insurance coverage. Safety is another concern. While there are many safe areas, crime rates vary significantly across the country. From cities with high violent crime rates to rural areas with limited services, there's a wide disparity. And then there's the cost of living. Housing prices, especially in cities, are high, and everyday expenses like transportation and groceries can be surprisingly steep. Many expats find themselves working harder just to afford the basics, discovering that the American dream might not be as accessible as they imagined. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying this journey through expat realities. We have more surprising insights coming up, and by subscribing, you won't miss out on any future videos. And remember, there's a special bonus fact at the end, so stick around. 4. Japan. Moving to Japan is a dream for those drawn to its rich culture and efficient cities, but the reality can be tougher than expected. Japan's work culture is famously demanding, with long hours and a strong sense of hierarchy that many expats find hard to adapt to. According to Internation's, work-life balance as known in other parts of the world can seem non-existent here. It's not uncommon for employees to stay late into the night with little room for flexibility. Beyond the workplace, social integration can also be challenging. Japan is a largely homogeneous society, and despite the kindness of many locals, there's an invisible barrier that can leave expats feeling isolated. Language is another major hurdle. Without a grasp of Japanese, even daily tasks like shopping or handling bills can be frustrating. And let's not forget the high cost of living in cities like Tokyo, where rent alone can eat up a significant portion of your budget. 5. Mexico. Mexico's sunny beaches and rich culture attract many expats, but beneath the surface lies a reality that not everyone is prepared for. Safety is one of the biggest concerns, as crime rates, particularly in certain areas, can be unsettling. While tourist hotspots often feel safe, life outside these zones is different, with concerns about petty crime, organized crime, and occasional violence. Corruption can be another surprise. Routine encounters with local authorities sometimes involve bribes, which can make navigating life as an expat feel unpredictable. In a survey carried out in 2023, more than 20% of respondents in Mexico said that they had been asked or had to pay a bribe to police officers. Even basic utilities like water and electricity can be inconsistent, with frequent outages in some areas. The cost of living, while often affordable, is slowly creeping up, which can impact the appeal of a budget-friendly lifestyle. 6. Belarus. Belarus might seem appealing for its old-world charm and peaceful appearance, but for expats it brings unique challenges. Freedom House reported that the political environment is tightly controlled, with limited freedom of expression and strict government oversight. Many expats find it unsettling to live in a place where free speech and privacy are restricted, and adapting to such an environment can be difficult. Social isolation is also a common issue. For newcomers, it can be challenging to connect with locals or establish a sense of belonging. The economy isn't particularly strong either, and salaries for most jobs are relatively low. Even those who find work may struggle to make ends meet due to the high cost of certain imported goods and a lack of job opportunities in some industries. 7. China. China's booming economy and modern cities are often enticing, but there's much more to consider. For starters, internet censorship limits access to popular websites and platforms. Daily life is monitored by an extensive surveillance system, including facial recognition cameras, which can make some expats feel uncomfortable. Language barriers can turn even simple tasks into challenges, and without Mandarin, socializing or even ordering food can be an ordeal. Pollution in many of China's big cities also adds to the stress. On smoggy days, even breathing feels harder. Despite the excitement of being in such a dynamic country, the combined pressures of language, pollution, and restrictions can quickly wear down newcomers. 8. United Kingdom. The UK is often seen as a cultural hub and a place of opportunity, but the reality of living there can be quite different. London, for instance, is one of the most expensive cities in the world according to ECA International, with rent prices that can quickly drain an expat's income. Even areas outside the capital are costly, with groceries, transportation, and utilities often higher than expected. The National Health Service (NHS) is a popular draw, but long waiting times can be frustrating for those used to faster care. The crowded healthcare system combined with the challenges of finding affordable housing means expats need to manage expectations. It's a wonderful place, but only for those prepared for its demands. 9. Canada. Canada's reputation for friendliness and high quality of life is well deserved, yet it's not without its challenges. Top Move highlighted that the cost of living in cities like Toronto and Vancouver is substantial, with rent prices for even modest apartments often beyond the reach of newcomers. And despite the country's openness to immigration, many expats find that their professional qualifications aren't recognized, making it difficult to find work in their field. The high cost of groceries, utilities, and even car insurance adds to the burden. Winters can be long and harsh, especially for those not accustomed to severe cold, and even simple processes like securing a credit history can feel like an uphill battle. Canada may offer a high standard of living, but the journey to achieving it isn't easy. 10. India. India is known for its vibrant culture and bustling cities, yet the pace of life here can be overwhelming. Cities like Delhi and Mumbai are noisy and crowded, with traffic jams and pollution that can take a toll on one's health. Adapting to the level of noise, particularly for those who are used to quieter environments, is no small feat. Bureaucracy is another challenge. Many visitors complained that a simple task like opening a bank account or getting a SIM card sometimes involves lengthy paperwork. For many expats, the adjustment period is intense, as cultural norms and expectations are vastly different. Living in India requires flexibility, patience, and an open mind, or it may quickly become a source of regret. Now, to the bonus I mentioned earlier, did you know that some of the most beautiful regions in the world have harsh climates that make life harder than expected? From extreme heat in desert areas to freezing temperatures in Arctic zones. These intense climates can be both mentally and physically draining for expats who aren't prepared for the realities of such conditions. While these areas often attract visitors for their beauty, living there can feel like a constant battle against the elements. If you're considering a move to one of these breathtaking yet extreme locations, remember that nature might just add an extra challenge to your new life. If this journey through expat regrets has opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss more of our eye-opening content. And if you're curious about other destinations, be sure to check out our next video, Meet the Richest, Safest, and Sexiest Country in South America. Until next time, thanks for watching, and share your thoughts in the comments on which country you'd love or regret moving to.